This is the Sunday before we begin the season of Lent, our journey to Jerusalem, our journey to Mount Calvary, to the cross of Jesus and his resurrection, which we will celebrate on Easter Sunday. But first, this reading on this last day of the season following Epiphany, which is always, whether it's Matthew, Mark, or Luke that we're reading from, the same passage, located in each of those Gospels in the same place, right in the center, in the middle. This is the story of Jesus gathering 3 disciples and traveling with them up a mountain, which we call the Mount of Transfiguration. So here's the story as read from the Gospel of Mark. A week later, Jesus took with him Peter and James and John, and he led them up a high mountain apart. They were by themselves. He was transfigured before them, and his clothes became dazzling white, such as no one on earth could bleach them. And there appeared to them Elijah, who's recognized as the greatest prophet, and Moses, who is recognized and known as the one who received the law and brought it to the people. So Elijah, prophet, Moses, lawgiver, who were talking with Jesus. And then Peter said to Jesus, "Rabbi, it is good for us to be here. Let us make 3 dwellings, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." And Mark goes on to say, he did not know what to say, for they were terrified. And then a cloud overshadowed them. So in this cloud, not able to see what had stood before them, and from that cloud there came a voice, "This is my Son, the beloved. Listen to him." I'm sure it was quite a bit louder than what I've just rehearsed. I would imagine, in my imagination, it's causing the ground under which they stood to shake. Suddenly, when they looked around, they saw no one with them anymore, but only Jesus. And as they were coming down the mountain, he ordered them to tell no one about what they had seen until after the Son of Man had risen from the dead. So they kept the matter to themselves, questioning what this rising from the dead could mean. I'm tempted to just kind of go into a little bit of a beginning of this message and kind of refer to this as Jesus taking the disciples off the road. And when I say that, what I mean is that it's been a week since Jesus has expressed to his followers for the first time, after they had confessed and named Jesus as the chosen one, as the Messiah. And he said, Heaven and earth have not taught you that, but indeed my Father has given you that knowledge. And then he began in each of the Gospels, the same kinds of paragraphs follow. He began to teach them and to describe to them that the Son of Man, namely him, would undergo rejection and suffering and ultimately would face the cross. So that's the context. And you know, like in Matthew's Gospel, Peter was again the first to cry out, "No, this shall not be." And Jesus says in that version, "Get behind me, Satan." So a week has gone on, and this is a passage that takes you also, and me, and these three disciples, off-road and up a mountain where Jesus wants us to hear something. So let's come back and let's grab some of what we are needing to hear.